Now, this kind of caught the attention of Vancouver Canucks fans, Vancouver Canucks Twitter. I don't know if you saw this over the weekend or not, but it made a little bit of noise.
Yeah, Horvat was trending Canada-wide. Okay, listen. I'm gonna give the first take on this to one of our listeners, and it's Bobby in North Vancouver.
Bobby.
And he says that I've attended a game on Long Island to watch the Islanders play, and before we start destroying Bo's reputation in jerseys. It is true, Vancouver. Islanders fans compared to Vancouver fans, not even close. Islanders fans are engaging and loud. We are boring and quiet. Maybe it's the weather. Who knows? Leave Bo alone. Okay. Come on, Bobby in North Van.
Bobby.
I think Bo knew exactly what he was doing. And it wasn't just being like, hey, I've noticed that the Islanders fans are quite loud compared to Vancouver. He named Vancouver. He wasn't asked to name Vancouver. I think that we can admit that Horvat obviously has some feelings about how his time ended in Vancouver. And frankly, it's not surprising given how the organization prioritized others over him, right? He was probably hurt. He was probably upset. He thought he was going to be a Canuck for life. He was the captain of the Vancouver Canucks. And they prioritized others like JT Miller over him. They signed JT Miller first. They thought that Bo Horvat would just fall into line and sign the contract that they gave him. People like Bobby in North Vancouver will want to downplay Horvat's remarks, and they want to make excuses for him and say we can't tarnish his reputation. He started it. He said those comments that he knew, or he must have known, would create a firestorm in Vancouver. Bo didn't say anything interesting for a decade in Vancouver.
That's a good point.
He goes to Long Island, and in front of the Islanders fans, he's basically sucking up to them by bad-mouthing the Vancouver fans. That's his decision. You know, people will make excuses for him. Not me, though. I love this stuff. I think this is what we need more of in the NHL. And I think we've been in a situation where in Vancouver where we've hated ourselves so much over the last few years.
Yeah.
And when I say ourselves, like the organization, all the criticism has been at management or the coaching staff or the players. Man, it's fun to like hate a guy on another team.
I'm
right?
good. I'm good with watching a bad breakup play out in real time.
I am a bad breaker-upper. Just ask Russell Wilson. Yeah. I'm now invested in cheering against the Islanders. I want them to choke and miss the playoffs. Is it petty on my part? Is it unfair to Horvat? Maybe. I don't care. That's why I like watching sports. And Bo started it. I hope he knows. I hope Bo Horvat knows that the Ring of Honor will never happen now. Not on my watch.
Not on
Guys, let's
watch.
embrace this stuff. It's fun. We don't need to sit here and go, leave Bo alone. Bo started it. Bo said those comments on the bench for everyone to hear. He's sucking up to the Islanders fans. And so he should. Those are his fans now.
For the next 8 years. 9 years, actually.
The Canucks fans are not his fans anymore. He's an Islander now. And that's what he should be doing. He should be trying to curry favor with the Islanders fans and get them fired up for the playoffs. I just wish he would have showed some of that personality when he was in Vancouver.
It's true.
Maybe he's grown up. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't ready for it. Maybe he needed to become jaded about the NHL and about his experiences in the NHL before he shot back a little bit.